Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to you brothers out there doing the work in truth and sincerity. All right, man, this video, I'm going to title this video, Nuclear War is Imminent. Okay, now the last couple of days, okay, since last week, all right, there's been big talks about nuclear war, man, between Russia and also between North Korea. All right, because the Bible prophesies that nuclear war is imminent, man. Okay, and that nuclear war is going to be between the other world powers and America. Okay, for all the trespasses America has done to the children of Israel and to the other nations. All right, mainly to the children of Israel. All right, that's what it's about. Now, this is an article that I wanted to bring out and just show you that we are in the last days. Okay, where the nuclear missiles, okay, created by the Most High, all right, created by the Most High, are imminent to drop here down in America, all right, because we're in those times. Okay, so I'm gonna go through some scriptures, all right, and some articles showing you that look, we're in the last days, and these talks about nuclear war, okay, it's in the Bible, okay, and it's because it's prophecy. All right, so this is an article today, and this happened today. Okay, today's Thursday. All right, the 13th of January, March, April. It's April. Okay, so U.S. drops largest non-nuclear bomb on Afghanistan, first time used in combat. Now here it is. Trump just dropped nuclear. I'm sorry, not nuclear missiles, but cruise missiles in Syria, about 59, I believe, 49 to 59 missiles. All right. Now, on his campaign, he was talking about, make America first. We're not going to be big brother police. We're not a world's policeman. Okay. And then there he goes and he drops missiles. All right. On Syria. And you got Russia back in Syria. Okay. Because why? America wants to get a full foothold, okay, in the Middle East for their resources so they can complete their New World Order. But Russia's right there as a watchdog unto these small nations, like the scriptures say. Now, spiritual, because the bomb that was dropped, the GBU 43/B, massive ordnance air blast bomb, Moab, that's in the scriptures. All right, that's the nation of what you would call the so-called Asians, the Chinese. All right, the mother of all bombs. Okay. Now, for the first time in combat, the U.S. Air Force used it in Afghanistan to target Islamic State tunnels and personnel. Now, here you go. There's an excuse why they're using these military weaponry. All right. Now, this is all strategy. Okay, this is all strategy by the so-called white man to place itself further into the Middle East and have more of a foothold into the Middle East. Okay, and it show his allies that he's strong, and also show his enemies that we're willing to drop bombs. Okay, so that spirit of warfare is being stirred up. Okay, as the scriptures say. Okay, now I was reading another article. Okay, Moab, the bomb that United States has created, the mother of all bombs. Okay, Russia. Okay. Russia, which is a guard unto Syria and Iran, okay, over there in the Middle East, they have a bomb called the father of all bombs, which is 10 times greater, okay, non-nuclear, all right. So this bomb was created years back, man. This bomb was created years back, and it's just being used. So how much more technology has been increased within the last 30 years, okay? Which let me get the exact date where this Moab bomb was created. All right. So, yeah. Okay. Let me see. It says it somewhere in this article, or I was reading another article. Okay. It was designed in 2002. All right. I believe so. Yeah. Designed in 2002. Produced in 2003. The Moab, the massive ordnance air blast. All right. And they're using bigger missiles now, man. They're not playing around. America is flexing its muscles, and that's the Most High. That's the Most High ramping up all the nations, okay, for this third world war. All right. Let me get this scripture real quick, and then I can come back. This is Mark 13:7. And when ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, be ye not troubled, for such things must need be, but the end shall not be yet. All right, because we're at the end, but the full manifestation of the end. All right, when these nuclear missiles show up, we're not there yet. All right, we're inching closer because there's just a few more main prophecies that need to be that need to come to light, to manifest. All right, i.e. the chip. All right, that's the main prophecy that needs to come. All right, for this end to really be here. All right. Furthermore, we're coming into the stages of Jacob's trouble. All right. Let me read this again. This is Mark 13:7. All right. So this is all prophesied over 2,000 years ago. Okay. Really in the beginning of time, because when you go into the Old Testament, all right, America's destruction was prophesied. All right. So this is Mark 13:7. And when ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars, okay, the U.S. is in Afghanistan, all right, fighting the boogeyman ISIS, all right. Also, the U.S., all right, are in Syria. They're in Syria. I'm gonna get back to that. For such things need be. So these things all need to happen. For what? Before the deliverance of the children of Israel, all right, the elect. For such things must need be, but the end shall not be yet. All right, so we're not the end, the full end of the thing. All right, it's not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and we're seeing that right now. And there shall be earthquakes in diverse places. All right, and there shall be famines and troubles. You got a famine over there in Venezuela. All right. You got a police and gangs violence in America. All right, you got all types of civil wars happening throughout the whole world. All right, but the majority that's on your TV, all right, it's all lies, man. They're not really showing you what's going on. All right, you have all types of so-called terrorist attacks over there in Europe. All right, and more terrorist attacks are going to come to Europe and to America. All right, you're going to start seeing people getting ran over by cars, and they're calling it Islamic extremist. All right, okay, ISIS sympathizers. These are the beginning of sorrows. All right, these are the beginning of sorrow. So we're in a time of sorrow right now. Okay, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes in diverse places. Okay, there's going to be earthquakes in different places. All right, throughout the planet Earth, like no other. And this has actually happened. They're not reporting it. All right, and there shall be famine and troubles. Okay, and we see that. All you got to do is just get going on the internet. Okay, and see all the famines and troubles that are going on throughout the whole planet Earth. These are the beginning of sorrow. So we're in a time of sorrow right now. Okay. So let me go to this this article. All right. This is on CNN.com. Now, this is let me get the title. Trump launches military strike against Syria. All right. This happened April 7th, which was last week. All right, I believe on a Wednesday, I want to say. A Friday. So it happened on a Friday. All right. So the United States launched a military strike Thursday on Syrian government air base. All right, this is actually an act of war against the Syrian people. Didn't we just read in Mark the 13th chapter, the 8th verse? Okay, the 7th, 8th verse, that there is going to be wars and rumors of wars, and kingdom shall rise up, kingdom against kingdoms, nations against nations. All right. So just think about this. All right. If the Syrian government or any other government, okay, this is the official government of the Syrian so-called state. All right. If they launch missiles, okay, at a military air base in America, what would that be called? Okay, it would be called an act of war. The United States launched a military strike Thursday on a Syrian government air base in response to a chemical weapon attack that killed dozens of villains. I'm sorry, Salakia villains, civilians earlier in the week. On President Donald Trump's orders, U.S. warships launched 59 Tomahawk cruise missiles. All right, so Donald Trump, okay, the president you guys put into office, which the elites really did. All right, he launched 59 cruise missiles. All right, Tomahawk cruise missiles at the air base that was home to warplanes that carried out chemical attack. U.S. officials said. Now, when Bashar al-Assad, when you go to and you listen to his speech, all right, they interviewed him. He's basically saying we didn't do it. Now the thing about it is this is an act of war that the United States has declared against Syria, but he doesn't have the power to. He doesn't have the power to destroy America. But you know what? The nations are going to be fed up and they're going to rally together. And these small nations are that Esau, the so-called white man, are the United States of America has bullied. They're going to turn against America. All right. So now saying all that, all right, because let me bring up this image right here. So this is the world. This is a world map. Okay. You got America over here off to the left. All right. America over here. Now, we're in war with Syria. So let me come in closer. We're in war in Syria, which the war is more of on the northwest side of Syria. Okay. And this is where the bombs were dropped, okay, over here in Syria. All right. America wants to take over the whole Middle East and gain foothold, but you have Iran right here. All right. You have Iran. Okay, and you have Russia up top over here. That's a guard. That's a guard to these small nations over here. All right. Now, Esau, the so-called white man, just dropped 59 Tomahawk cruise missiles in Syria, which is an act of war. All right, and you have Russia that was up in there. All right, which they're saying that this was a joint operation, not joint operation, but the Russians knew to pull out their troops, whether that's true or not. That doesn't matter. All right. Now, Esau, so-called white man, United States, a few days later, they dropped Moab, the mother of all bombs, in Afghanistan. All right. Right here at the border by the border of Pakistan. All right. In a province. Okay. Now, what that you're now you have troops already in Iraq. You have troops in you don't have troops in Syria yet. You want to bring troops in Syria. Okay. You have troops in Afghanistan. All right. And then you just dropped a big ass bomb, so-called, to fight ISIS. What are you doing? What's in the middle? What's in the middle? All right. You already have Iraq. All right. So you need to gain a foothold here. Okay. To the west of Iran and to the east of Iran. So that's what the so-called white man is doing. Now, with saying that, down here in the South China Sea, there can be possibly nuclear war against North Korea, man. All right. So Esau, he wants to put his nuclear missiles over there in South Korea. All right, which he took out about 25 years ago. What he so-called said he took out 25 years ago. So China's over here building man-made islands. Okay, which basically man-made islands, which are really military compounds. All right. To what? To beef up their defenses, man. So Esau is spreading himself thin. All right. Now, to prove that we're going to be in nuclear war, okay. What are the prophecies say about these nuclear missiles, and how do we know that they're nuclear missiles? All right. This is Revelation, the 9th chapter, and I'll start at the 18th verse. By these 3 was the third part of men killed. by the fire and by smoke and by brimstone. All right. Which the third part of man is talking about Esau. All right. America. All right. Because America is going to be fully destroyed with the nuclear missiles. All right. And the scriptures are going to prove that the prophecy of the nuclear missiles are true. By these three was the third part of men killed by the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone, which issue out of their mouths, for their power is in their mouth. Okay, the power is in their mouth. So let me. No, I don't want to do that. Missile image. Okay, so let me pull up an image. Okay, so the nuclear, it said the power is in their mouth. This is where the nuclear warhead is at right here, okay? The power is in their mouth. Let me go back into the scripture. For their power is in their mouth and in their tails. All right, what's the tail? The tail, this is the tail right here. This is all the tail right here. The tail which propels the nuclear missile. This is all fuel. This is all computers and fuel, okay, that propels the nuclear warhead right here, okay? Let me get another picture that you can see the tail. Okay, right here. This is the tail right here. And in their tails, for the tails were like unto serpents. And how are they like unto serpents is because this contrail right here, this residue that's left out, it looks like a serpent when the missile's being launched. It's windy, all right? It looks like a snake. If I can find, or you can see, look, you can see like it's like a snake. You see that? This is because you gotta understand. This is what John the Revelator saw on the island of Patmos. All right, in those terms, he'd never seen a nuclear missile. All right, so what did he do? He explained it in a way of his terms that people of that time can get. All right, like a snake. All right, as you can see, very very simple. All right, but you have to be spiritual to understand it. Okay, for their tails were like unto serpents and had heads, which is that nuclear missile, or the nuclear warhead, which is in the front part of that missile, right over here. Okay, this is what it's all about, right there, the nuclear warheads. And with them, they do hurt. All right, meaning what? Is meaning they destroy. All right, they destroy. That's what they do hurt. Now the Most High, he's the one who created them. All right. This Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I have created the smith that blow up the coals in the fire and that bring forth an instrument for his work. I have created the smith. The smith is talking about the modern day scientist, because back then what? Back then you had like goldsmith, coppersmith, weaponsmith. Okay, a smith was someone who made things. All right. Killing instruments. Okay, this is the smith that is talking about. And who created these killing instruments? Okay, are these scientists. All right. The ones who were able to split the atom, the ones that were able to get the technology, which the Most High gave the so-called white man the technology to create these missiles. Okay. Behold, I have created the smith that blow up the coals in the fire and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. I have created the waster to destroy. That waster is talking about those nuclear missiles, man. This is the waster right here. All right. This is the waster. All right. Them intercontinental ballistic missiles. All right. Those missiles that are going to be shot off. Okay. In America. Okay. They're going to be coming up out of the ocean. They're going to be coming from the atmosphere. Are they going to be coming off they're going to be coming off what they call these destroyers. All right. Land to air missiles. All right. Secret nuclear silos coming out of mountains. Okay. And hillsides. Somewhere you would never think of. All right. They're going to be coming over here to America. All right. off the ships of the Atlantic, the Pacific, all right, over there in the Caribbeans, all right. This is what's coming to America, all right. For their powers in their mouth and in their tails, for the tails were like unto serpents and had heads, and with them they do hurt. All right, that's right. They're going to destroy. All right, and the Most High is the one that created. He created the scientists, okay, and gave them the knowledge, to create the nuclear missile. All right. Now I want to go to another scripture. Let me see. Right, yeah, let me get this. This is Joel 2:1. All right. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in the holy mountain. All right, that trumpet, what? The trumpet of war, man. That these prophecies are coming to pass, and that's what we're doing. We're blowing the trumpet in Zion. It's talking about you Israelites. All right, because Israelites are going to be the only nation that have a chance of making it out of America. All right, to have a chance of salvation. All right, as you 12 tribes. And sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble. For the day of the Lord cometh. For it is nigh at hand. It's close at hand. It means it's right there at the door. Okay? When somebody's right at the door knocking, what does that mean? All right, they have to wait for you to open the door, but they're right there. All right, just a few seconds away from coming into the house. All right? A day of darkness and gloominess. That's right, because when the nuclear missiles shoot off, all right, it's going to be a day of darkness and gloominess. A day of clouds and of thick darkness. All right. Yeah, you're gonna have chariots. All right, the chariots of the Lord. All right. As the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and strong. All right, and those people are not talking about actual people; those are talking about nuclear missiles, man. All right, there has not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. Okay, yeah, that's why. To get to understand is talking about those nuclear missiles, because what? When you have America's prophesied to get 200 million missiles, all right, warheads launched. All right, there's no army that can stand against that, all right? Which the Russians claim to have a missile that can destroy the whole United States. All right, you have China that has millions of missiles, okay? All those missiles are going to be shot here in America, all right? And they, like the scriptures say, they do hurt, meaning that they're going to destroy everything. They're going to destroy everything on the soil of America. Okay? A day of darkness. That's right. It's going to be darkness and gloominess. All right? When it's dark and gloomy outside, that what? That's in the spirit. That's in the spirit of mourning. A day of clouds and of thick darkness, all right? Like the covering of the clouds, which also is going to be those chariots, or the chariots of Israel, because them so-called UFOs, all right, they're going to be with the angels and the Lord. The Lord's going to be coming back when those nuclear missiles are being shot off. As the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and strong, all right, those nuclear missiles, there has not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even the years of many generations. That's right. So no nuclear missile is ever going to be fired ever again or created. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. What is that? What is that talking about? That's talking about the nuclear missiles, man. A fire devoureth before them, and a flame burneth. Come on, man. All right, a fire burneth before. Let me get it again. Joel. A fire devoureth before them. Okay, meaning, all right, this is not a good image right here, but when the actual missile when an actual missile is launched, or I'm sorry, when an actual missile is hit, it goes before that fire. It's a big explosion. All right, it's a big explosion. Okay, let me go back. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. Behind them a flame burneth. All right, let's talk about that nuclear missile, man. All right, which is going to destroy 100% of America. All right, it's plain to see, man. It's plain to see. How can you scoff against that? All right, all these prophecies are coming to pass. Hold on, let me go up here. Come up here. All right, because nuclear war is evident. It's imminent. I'm sorry. It's imminent. It's going to happen. Now I pulled up that map. All right, you got 49 Tomahawk cruise missiles were shot at a military base in Syria. You have the Moab missile shot in the northeast side of Afghanistan. All right, and then we have talks of nuclear missiles, nuclear war with North Korea to deal with Kim Jong-il. All right, this is the article on NBC News. Trump's options for North Korea include placing nukes in South Korea. Now, I was listening to I forget, it was a radio station. It was the news. I forget exactly what station was it, but it was a commentator said basically there's 4 options for America to deal with North Korea. Either you're going to assassinate Kim Jong-un, okay, yeah, Kim Jong-un, all right. Either you can go in nuclear war with Kim Jong-un, but then you have to face with China, all right, face off with China. You can have more talks, which is not doing anything, okay? Or you can keep letting them flex and do whatever the hell they want to do, all right? And they're not, and you know America's not going to do the latter two, all right? So Trump's options for North Korea include placing nukes in South Korea, all right? So all the tables, so all the pieces on the table are being lined up for a third world war. How can you not see that? How can you not see that all the pieces are being lined up for this third world war? All right, which Donald Trump, I believe, through the spirit, that he's going to be the guy who launches it. All right, who gets it started. Which it doesn't matter who's in there. All right, because it's all biblical prophecy. Okay, it's all biblical prophecy. Let me read just a little bit of the article. The National Security Council has presented President Donald Trump with options to respond to North Korea's nuclear program, including putting American nukes in South Korea or killing dictator Kim Jong-un. Come on, man. Multiple top-ranking intelligence and military officials told NBC News. Okay, so they got 2 options out there, man. Placing nukes over there in South Korea to flex and let North Korea know that you're not going to be just doing whatever the hell you want to do. Which North Korea is it's like the retarded kid, man. All right, so, he's calm sometimes and he'll just explode. He'll just explode. He'll just kill himself just because he's just so crazy, man. That's North Korea. All right, they're in the spirit of we'll destroy ourselves just to get America. And that's what these other nations are going to be like, man. So let me see. Yeah, let me go back into Joel, so I'll finish that off. A fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape them. Yeah, that's right. This army that the Most High has created, these nuclear missiles that are going to be shot off. Okay, it's the United States over here. All these nuclear missiles are going to be shot over here to America. All right. from China, okay, from India, from Pakistan, from Afghanistan, from Iran, from Russia mainly, okay? They're going to be shot off this way and this way, all right, because the earth is round, all right? To all you flat earthers. All right, all the European nations, okay? All the European nations, France, Germany, and Italy, all right? Greece, Spain, Portugal, Ireland, the UK, okay, Norway, Sweden, all these nations are going to be shooting missiles on you, and there's nothing you can do about it. All right, what you're trying to stop it, but the Most High, he has determined, all right, and he has placed these prophecies in the scriptures, and we know that the scriptures cannot be broken. Once the Most High he has said it, and it go forth out of his mouth, it's done, man. All right, he's bound by his word, and the Most High is not a man that he shall lie, like the scriptures say. Okay. Uh, the appearance of them is the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. All right. So when Joel was seeing his prophecy, oh, here we go. Oh, this is beautiful right here. Spirit. As horses, man, on a battlefield, they're just going everywhere. Okay. They're going everywhere like horsemen. All right, this is what Joel saw, man. He said the appearance are them like horsemen. And he said the fire, the trail, okay? So shall they run, all right? Like the noise of chariots on top of mountains shall they leap, all right? Because they're going to be in the sky. They're going to be sounding like that great army of chariots, of just chariot horse riders. Like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, all right? Because they're going to be, that nuclear power, all right? The flames, all right? It's going to be a terrible sound, all right? The sound alone can make you die, man. The sound alone, it said the earth shall reave to and fro, man. It's going to shake the earth as a strong people set in a battle array. Before their face, the people shall be much pained. All faces shall gather blackness. All right, these people are going to be scared, man. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war. Is this talking about an army of men? No. So the scriptures are saying that they're going to be people that come on a boat, invade America, and they're going to be like mighty men. They shall climb walls and they shall have fire. No, man, this is talking about nuclear war. All right, this is talking about nuclear warheads. All right. And they shall march everyone on his way, and they shall not break their ranks, meaning every missile that's launched is going to hit his mark. All right. They're not going to break ranks. All right. They're going to be guided by the Most High. All right. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war. They shall march everyone his way. They shall not break their ranks. Neither shall one trust another. They shall walk everyone in his path. And when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. That's right, because they're not going to feel any pain. All right, they're just created to be they're created to destroy, man. All right, these different nations, they got these algorithms where they place the GPS coordinates in. All right, and every missile is going to go launch into that GPS coordinate. All right, and it's going to it's going to fully destroy America, man. All right, they're not going to be talking to each other. Hey, the nuclear. Hey, man, look, I'm kind of scared. You know, I'm gonna go back home. I got a wife and kids. All right, this is the perfect army, man. The perfect army, which a real person doesn't have to fight, man. You can just launch those missiles and totally destroy a plot of land from off the planet Earth, man. All right, that's the power of the Lord. All right, whether it be his GPS tracking, the Most High is in that GPS tracking, that technology. He's the one who gave him that technology. Didn't Isaiah 54 say that? I have created the smith that bloweth the coal. So when these other nations put in those GPS coordinates, or those tracking devices to launch over into America, or the Most High is in that program, man. He created the program. Okay. Let me see him. They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the window like a thief. All right, these are what these nuclear missiles are going to do. All right. This is what Joel saw, the prophet Joel. All right. He's seen this great army running amok to and fro within the city, man. The earth shall quake before them. All right. The heavens shall tremble. The sun and moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. Okay. And the Lord shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great. For he is strong that executeth his word. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible, and who can abide it? That's right, man. That's the day of the Lord, where them nuclear missiles are going to be shot off. Okay? Those nuclear missiles, man. U.S. drops largest non-nuclear bomb in Afghanistan. First time use in combat. All right, when are they going to drop them nuclear missiles, man? Them nuclear missiles are going to be dropped, all right? A nuclear war is already started. All right, we're in war right now, man. All right. Trump dropped missiles on Syria. All right, and one of his options is to nuke North Korea. All right. All right. So we gotta stay. I'm not gonna hit this other scripture. All right. We gotta stay focused, man. All right. We gotta stay focused and know, what the prize is, man. The prize is the kingdom of heaven. All right, because all these nations are preparing for war, man. And you're going to see the launching of nuclear missiles. All right. And they're going to touch down on America. But remember, we still got to go through the prophecy of the chip. All right. So when you see that chip being heavily pushed, just know that we're one step closer to being delivered out of America. All right. So with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shemal Shai, double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to you brothers out there doing the work in truth and sincerity. Shalom.